Hello and welcome to the next video of my World's 2024 preview series where we're covering top esports from the LPL. They are the 2 seed. This team has went to international events in the past, last time being 2022 where they did not get out of group stage. If you recall, that was due to that Karthus bug where GAM Esports actually beat top esports and allowed Rogue and DRX to get out of that group. DRX go on to win Worlds. So, this team's certainly capable of winning the tournament. To me, it would not be an upset if they did win. A lot of people feel like, if they're not clearly the favorite, then it's an upset. Top esports have players capable of winning Worlds. Their top 5 in 4 of 5 roles, and Creme is a top 10 to 15 player probably in his role with potential to be literally one of the best in the right meta. This team has the possibility of going on one of those DRX angles, but better because they have better players than that DRX roster did. But Creme is like Zeka, essentially the same player, in my opinion. I've been saying that for years, even though we've had disagreements on the Discord about comparing them. I do believe that if Creme was on that DRX team, they win Worlds just the same. So, 369 in top lane, best top laner in the world all around, can do everything. Not only carries, not only facilitator, not only weak side, not only team fighting, he can do it all. 1.6 KDA, however, 8.4 CS per minute, and a 46.6% KP. That means he is on an island in top lane during playoffs for top. He was not really involved. The team fought away from him, and that's evident in the kill participations. We look at Tian and Meiko, and they're over 3 out of every 4 kills. Those guys were going around the rift, making things happen, but the top side were the top side, or wherever 369 was, side laning was not all that involved. 1.06 return on investment. He's going to have low damage if he's not fighting, and that's evident in the damage share. Only 16%. That might be the lowest at the tournament in his role. 20% of the team's gold. 2.46 vision score divided by 2.46 vision score per ward. 6 champions in 16 games. Internationally, this team is very experienced outside of the mid lane role. 48 and 25 over his career. 2 KDA, 54.5 KP, 7.9 CS per minute, 1.27 return on investment. He's went to Worlds 3 times and finished semi-finalist 3 times in 2020, 2022, and 2023. Tian, former world champion with FPX. A lot of people call him a choker. In my opinion, once you win, you are no longer a choker because you have been to the highest mountain and you have surpassed that challenge and you didn't fall apart in doing so. Therefore, pressure is not why a player may struggle, which I think is the most integral part to giving somebody a choker title. I feel like it's a buzzword for people that have no concept of what sports and esports and things of that nature are like, or competition in general. So they've never been in a high pressure situation to understand what choking would look like, and that's going to happen when you have a bunch of nerds watching League of Legends. So 2.5 KDA, 6.5 CS per minute, 76% KP, very high. They fight and Tian's involved, as well as Meiko. There's no really way around that. 3 out of every 4 is probably one of the higher KPs we're going to see at this event. Going into it, 1.28 return on investment, 18% of the team's damage, 19% of the gold, 3.19 vision score per ward, and 6 champions in 16 games. One thing I did notice doing this compared to a couple, I think even BLG for instance, the champion pools are pretty small in their 16 game window here. 28 and 19 internationally, 2.3 KDA, 68.5 KP, 5.6 CS per minute, and just under 1 damage per gold. Worlds 2019 first place, 21 and 22, did not get out of group stage, so that's a thing. Creme in mid lane. This is his first Worlds, the only player on this team without any Worlds experience. 2.5 KDA, 9.7 CS per minute, 65.6 KP, so a little higher KP than other teams that we've seen so far. A little more involved. The team, if there are kills, Creme is almost 2 out of every 3. 1.62 Damage, return on investment, so damage divided by gold, that is the highest on the team, and that's reflected in damage share. He is actually the carry of this team, damage-wise, over 29%, nearly 30, 23.9% of the team's gold. He's also getting the most resources, so he is the guy on this team, at least in playoffs, and as of the moment, 2.81 vision score per ward, 4 champions in 16 games. Internationally at MSI, he went 9-7, 2.5 KDA, 56.5 KP, 8.7 CS per minute, and 1.77 return on investment. I do not include Esports World Cup, as that was an invitational, and although you could say, well, MSI, mid-season invitational, the fact that PSG were not at the Esports World Cup nullified to me that it had the best teams there, because that team beat FlyQuest. FlyQuest had no business being there. PSG should have been there if it truly was the best teams at the time. I know we want to, get excited for the major region teams, so the major region teams are for viewership and etc. But to be authentic, you would actually have to have the best teams there to actually make it a competitive tournament that deserves at least my respect. JackeyLove. JackeyLove, 2.8 KDA, 9.6 CS per minute, 69.2 KP. Very aggressive player. Into his face-off sometimes, is a former world champion, one of the most popular players in League of Legends. 1.6 damage per gold, 28% of the team's damage, 23% of the gold. 3.32 vision score per ward, that is the highest on the team. He is the most efficient player on the team in terms of ward placement. I don't think we've had 80 carries thus far be able to have that title. This year, in the LPL consistently, this duo was the most efficient, JackeyLove, Meiko, in that department. I should have included gold differences in here because I do have them at 15 minutes, but I didn't, and it's too late for that. Just thinking about Jackie, Meiko, and how well they did combined. But either way, we just look. If you've never watched Jackie and Meiko play, this is one of the best duos in the world. They're both top 5 in their role, and this is the first year they've been together in tandem, and it's done pretty well. Very reliant on some interesting bot lanes. The Senna Ornn for quite a while there was being played by mainly just them, at least the most. 3 champions in 16 games, so not a wide champion pool, at least in the past couple weeks here. 53-30 all-time at international events, 3.1 KDA, 66.1 KP, 9.4 CS per minute, 1.33 damage divided by gold. Worlds 2018, he would win with IG, Invictus Gaming. 2019 and 2020 would drop out in semifinals. In 2022, group stage. Meiko, 1.5 KDA, which is going to happen because he's a support and going in trying to make things happen. 75.3 KP, like I said, very involved. 0.73 return on investment, only 7% of the damage, 13% of the gold. 1.88 vision score per ward placed, 5 champions, 16 games. Most experienced player on this team, 60-44, is an MSI champion. 2.5 and world champion, 2.5 KDA, 74.3 KP over those 104 games. And we might want to think to ourselves, 74% KP over a career that spans from 2015 till now internationally. He makes things happen for his team. He's done it his entire career. So, in my opinion, a lot of this goes through Meiko. Meiko very well could take this tournament over and make it for Top Esports. And I picked Top Esports to win Worlds before the season started. Those 2 early predictions where you kind of just throw a dart and see what happens. So we'll see what comes of this team, but I think Meiko certainly could get it done. Worlds 2021, they won with EDG. In 2015, 16, 18, and 22 would drop out in quarters. And 2017, not get out of group stage with EDG. Maokai is the coach. He joined in the offseason between spring and summer. 19-13 internationally. Won Worlds 2021 with EDG, and then did not get out of quarters in 2022. So they have a world champion coach. Outside of Creme, everybody has won something. 369 did win MSI last year with JDG. Certainly a team capable of winning this event. Like I said, I don't believe it'd be an upset if they did win. just because Gen G and BLG are seen as the best teams of the tournament, there isn't a situation that I could say there's no way Top Esports couldn't win. Because in the end, that's kind of the deal. It's not like throwing a dart and saying, "Oh well, you can't say that about C9 either, or PSG, or G2 or whatever." No, it'd be one of those things where it's like you could really these players are capable of taking over this damn tournament. Where those other teams like Caps maybe, but really theoretically, you're not taking over this tournament quite like these guys could. There is a world where they can do it. So. Yeah, so thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and hope to see you again tomorrow.